Okay, here we are, Motormeister. Going to take a look at some of the Porsche trannies. We're going to look at a 996 tranny, Boxster S tranny, and look at some Porsche transmission inside goodies of these trannies, some of the drama that they've been showing. Show one of our fully rebuilt 996 transmissions. All new synchro rings, fully disassembled. Bead blasts, checks for wear, cracks. Do a little maniflexing on certain parts for the stress and cracks that you cannot see by the visual eye. Complete rebuilt. We have these on the shelf ready to go, like this one, for the customer that just cannot wait. Or what we like to see you do is actually ship yours in, see what's going on, see the wear that you're having, which is usually a second gear and bearings, but it's always nice to keep the numbers matching. Let's see if we can flip around and get another view of this transmission right here. This hat lays inside the car. You're going to go and flip it a little bit, take a look underneath it. That's good. This usually, if you lay in the car, this is the side that you see right here. So look at the Boxster transmission, very similar. Easy way to tell in a Boxster and a 996 is a Boxster's flat back here on the butt, being mid-engine, while the 996 has a tail bushing right here. It actually likes to crack right here. So when you look at transmission over underneath there, and you got a crack right here, and you're getting that bouncing feel in the shifter, that's what's let go. Boxster transmission, fully rebuilt. This customer that we already built one for, sent his core, we built it for the next person. It's ready to go. Let's look at some transmission parts here, and we have a stock clutch and a Kevlar clutch. Start with the clutches. This first clutch here is the stock Boxster 996, which we've seen a very rapid wear. The metal's not the problem that wears, the material. What we like to see our customers move up to is the Kevlar disc. Using a factory Porsche centerpiece of metal with Kevlar. It's a little lighter, just by grams lighter, but main thing is it lasts about twice as long as the stock clutch. And the feel is bone stock. Only thing with the Kevlar, this outer layer here first kind of wears, so you just need to break it in. About 500 miles, it'll break in for this full service, so will break in across the board. That's why if you put it in too quick and start Ricky racing around, you're only wearing right here. So you want to kind of let it break in about 500 miles, take it easy, and let this whole area break here. This has really been a great upgrade on all Porsches, 911s, Boxsters, 996s. Awesome. Right over here is our bearings. These are the biggest culprits. These are the factory bearings that are in the 996 and Boxsters, which is kind of neat that most people, you hear about that German quality. If you look right here carefully, I don't know if we can show. Let's see if we can maybe zoom on in here a little bit. That says Brazil. That's definitely not German. But yep, your German Porsche has some Brazil bearings in there, and see how they're sealed? These wear out. That's when you start getting that humming noises. And what you're seeing in there, if you look right here on this, it actually has a factory plastic cage, and the balls will actually start getting pitted. Like right here, this ball is destroyed, even leaving a wear pattern inside the race. This is a Siamese bearing. You have bearings here and bearings right below it, second row. So you got 2 rows of bearings with a plastic cage. Not the best of quality, and they're sealed. They'll put these in factory greased. That way they keep the grease inside. The problem is these have been getting hot. That's like we like to move on to a cooler, add coolers onto the stock 996 trannies. But these bearings hold the grease in, let them break in well. The problem is when it gets hot, grease melts away. No grease, no oil getting to it. Like these that have been modified, oil gets to the bearing like all other Porsche trannies before it. There is no problems. With these here, it's supposed to keep the grease in there, it melts away. Oil can't get to it, dries up, gets hot, and tears it up. Here's the other one. That's how it looks. Rings on both sides. And you'll see a little cupping sometimes right where the bearing meets here. This one wasn't actually too bad. These are our upgrades. Put them in, they get oil all the time. Quality bearing, German. These are the factory 996 synchro rings. The teeth here really don't wear that much. That's the first thing people look, oh, they look fine, there's no wear. Well, probably out of 80 of these out of 100, there's no wear on the teeth like normal synchro rings do on the early 911s. It's mainly in here. Here's your second gear set. This is where your slider grabs onto. And if you look carefully right here, we're mechanics, we're not photographers, so bear with us here, trying our best. Right here, the teeth are very tiny. Here's my fingernail. You see how small the teeth are? Bluntly, they're kind of a joke. 901, 1965, 911 has larger teeth than this. Really, really delicate. This part is welded on. It does not come off. And these teeth that line up with these teeth here, as you can tell, that is worn. They fit together. Grinding, you hear the grinding in the gears. These small teeth with these teeth will start chewing up, damaging this, your slider, damaging your dog teeth on the gear itself, which this is the second gear set. It doesn't come off. Luckily we have a few of these, good use and new. Your inner slider hub. Some of the early guys used to call the early 911s these the spider. This doesn't wear as much, except there's little springs in here and little pistons and little brakes. They'll blow up and come apart, and gotta replace this, and this if you wait too long. So you try to get in here before they get worn, and take it easy. When you feel some grinding, that's what you're grinding, is these teeth and these teeth to get these teeth together. Thank you.